Thursday, the 5th of
September. New month,
Right,
new month.
Yeah. Do you know what? It is. I mean, it's not really difficult. I mean, my first part of my job there is tell everyone what the date is. So, the Power Platform Daily Brief for Thursday, the 5th of September, as Ian quite rightly pointed out.
So how are you?
I am not too bad. I'm going to mess with... No, I'm not going to mess with you today, but we're changing the format a lot. No, we're not even changing the format. So, you know what I'm like for listening to all my different podcasts. And one I've been I can't even speak. One I've been listening to recently is My Favourite Murder.
Okay.
Have you listened to that one before?
I'm going to plead the fifth again on this. Like, I quite like pleading the fifth, even though I'm not American. I don't want to admit to either listening or not listening to that just now because I don't know what's happening.
Right, so on My Favourite Murder, there's two hosts, but neither of them know what the other person's going to be speaking about that day until they're actually telling them.
Okay.
So I've got two blogs that I'm going to talk about, and you've got two blogs that I deliberately said I don't want to read them when you sent them.
What if it's the same blog?
If it's the same blog, then it's going to be a very short podcast.
Cool. I'm game for this.
So we've not done much. We're not changing much, but it's just let's go into it a little bit. So we are as well. Just I know we've mentioned it every podcast for the last number of podcasts, but we are about 5 days away from the TDGI Hackathon. Hack for Good for Education, which is happening on the
7th this weekend, this Saturday. Global hack, every different time zones across the world. Everybody's going to be hacking away for education. See what we can do.
So if you are listening to this after the fact, then you've been lazy. Go on to the website TDGI Rocks or TDGI.rocks and make a little donation. There will be some charities that are benefiting from us playing around with some cool tech. So go and have a wee look, donate, click, subscribe, do all your nice things. So, Mr. Connolly, let's go with your blog first.
Okay, I found one that I know, I actually feel that you might have found this as well. But then again, it was only released today.
Oh, right, okay. I have got one. Wait. No, I've got one from the 30th and one from the 2nd.
Okay, so this is September the 3rd, and it's regarding the September update to the Dynamics 365 Remote Assistance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
didn't even know this was out. So look, exactly, it's working. You're going to tell me something about something I like.
Yeah, exactly. So the new release is going to improve snapshot features and protocol activation experience.
Okay.
So, obviously, I mean, we know this ourselves. We've tried to play with the remote assistance app and stuff like that, and we've commented that the video feed doesn't always provide enough detail for the remote expert. It's a little bit pixelated, or just things aren't brilliant when you're on that low bandwidth. So they're updating the camera tool. So now this technician can take a snapshot, which is a high quality image, and it's shared with the remote expert through the text chat by putting the link in a text chat. So obviously you've got your live video, but you can take a snapshot and it sends that high quality picture to it as well, just like a screenshot, I suppose, more than anything else, so that they can see it, and obviously it can be referred to and stuff through the call.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that's a good feature to it itself. The other one that I've got here, it's about the protocol activation experience. It's in the same blog. It's from cloudblogs.microsoft.com.
Okay.
And it's something more for the application developers and with your own custom HoloLens application, etc. So you can call someone from the app to collaborate, give them the 3D render model, but using that protocol activation. Previously we'd launch remote assistance, and then you get back to the custom app after the call ended. But this is about being able to, it seems like it's going to be able to launch the remote app from other apps and stuff like that, so you can get a bit more integration and things with it, by the sounds of it. Seems pretty cool.
Okay. No, that does sound quite good. I mean, when was it? Last week? Possibly the week before, the preview version of the Dynamics Remote Assist came out for the iPhone. So we were having a little bit of a play with that. I'm sure it was last week. So the preview mode. So you needed Test Flight installed on your phone. So once you had Test Flight
Hello.
installed on your phone, hello. I was just continuing there. I noticed you dropped off. I was just filling time. But yeah, we done it last week when we were using the app on the phone, and it seemed to kind of work quite good on the iPhone. So yeah, it seemed to work quite well. It rendered everything. It felt a bit more natural using it on the iPhone as well compared with using it on the Android. But I think that's just because I'm an iPhone
So
user.
just going to say, do you think that's personal preference? Because obviously that's the reason why you got that Android phone, was to try and use it before it went to the Apple product. But
Yeah, I mean it worked. It's my familiarity with the Fruit device that I think makes it easier for me.
I think for me, being on the team side of it, being the expert, the
Yeah,
second time we used it when you were using it in the Apple product, it did definitely seem a lot smoother. It
was
just
it
seemed to
okay?
work. Yeah, it just seemed to work a bit better. Like when I was clicking and stuff to point an arrow to, etc., it was just much more responsive. But I don't think that's platform based. I think that's just general improvements overall.
Yeah, I'm sure if we did it again on the Android, we'd be probably at the same sort of
Yeah.
level. So that's cool. So, right, I will go with my two then. So I have picked one up from a friend of the podcast, Emma Darcy,
Cool.
who Emma's been talking about imposter syndrome, just more personal things rather than anything else. So she done a blog yesterday on how to stay motivated. She struggles to keep motivated and keeping up with the desire to that as well, the desire to learn. So she just goes into a few things on how she keeps going. So attending events is one of the big things that she talks about, on how she likes going to events in nearby cities, and it makes some nice connections, people who she connects with there and then, and follows those connections up. It'll be good to know that she listens to lots of podcasts. There's some awesome podcasts with some awesome hosts. She does a lot of thinking while driving, so listening to podcasts while she's driving is a good one, and we get a nice shout out on that.
Yep.
And the last one is answering questions on forums. So, I mean, I done that quite a while ago, and it makes you think, I think I know that answer. I'm going to go and try it out. No, that wasn't really the answer. That didn't work. So I'm going to go and try something else. And you know what me and you're like, we will not stop until we figure out what the problem was and how to fix it.
Yep. And I think there as well, it's all about collaboration. Even at that, is you're in self-learning, and she's quite right. Like, I'm terrible at doing forum stuff and things like that. As we've said before, I'm the type of person who will fix an issue that's facing me,
Yeah.
understand it, take it to the ninth degree. As soon as somebody mentions something to me, I'm like, well, how could we do it this way and try it this way and try it that way? But as soon as I've fixed it, I move on. I forget to blog about it and stuff like that, and that's my lack of motivation type of thing. And then I never go back and revisit it. But I think that's quite common as well. So it's good that she's calling that out. It's definitely good practice, I think, to do the forum stuff. As you say, it's what you've done for a long time,
Yeah.
and
And
you
I
definitely
think
learn from it.
it was invaluable, because there were just those ones where like, it's going to bug me 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I've got it. And then, that was it. So yeah, no, I do like that one. So yeah, that's a really good blog by Emma. And it's not a out and out dynamics blog. It references dynamics and how to keep learning within the product, but it's more about her personal experiences. And you'll know from our other podcasts that we like to know the people behind the
Yeah,
products.
because the product is what we all know, but it's about who you are and things like that as well, and how you all tick. Because I've certainly learned a lot in myself from that, about like the work-life balance is the major thing for me right now, getting that right.
Yeah. And my second one, and I'm really good for picking a name that I'm going to butcher.
That's why I just avoid saying names.
I mean, it's this person's blog. So it's Karina Cleason.
Okay.
She has done, I think we have mentioned her before on another blog that she done a while ago. This one is on creating a canvas arch from scratch using the camera control. Not 100% dynamics, but we're going Power Platform. And this is step by step, why she made certain decisions, screenshots as she's going through and building.
Hey, hold up. She starts it from scratch. Using the camera control, or it's an app that she's going to use the camera control and she starts that from scratch?
Now, that first one would be awesome if that ever appeared. I'm in Tesco, I'm taking a picture of the app. Here, pal, go and build this. No. It's building a canvas arch from scratch and exploring the camera control.
That's not easy for you to say. I'm going to comment on that. What is she building?
Canvas apps from scratch.
Apps?
And
it sounds like you're saying canvas arch from scratch.
No, I'm a better than can. Canvas apps from scratch and exploring the canvas control.
That's actually really cool. So you're getting to see the inside. It's like that movie with like the little people in your brain, the cartoon one, about the emotions and the emojis and all that stuff, isn't it? You're getting to see the thought process and understand of why the decision's made that way. It's like you'll know it. You pick up somebody's handover notes and you go, why on earth did they do that like that? So in her blog, she's explaining why she done these things. That's actually really cool. I want to see this blog.
Hold on a sec. Film with little emojis in your head.
Aye. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's copyrighted. I don't think I can say it either.
Right. Tweet it out later on. So yeah, Karina goes through planning the app, why she wants to do it, what the problem is, what the hopeful outcome is, screenshots as she's doing it, taking the pictures. Also, in fact, no, I'll be fair, so we are saving data back into CDS as well. So she's taken the picture and it's updated the contact record in Dynamics, the entity image.
Okay, yeah.
And here's doing it from scratch, everything going through. Yeah, there's lots of, we're talking very, very detailed screenshots, formula summaries. It's actually quite a comprehensive blog. So it's definitely worth having a look at.
The movie's called Inside Out.
Inside Out, right, okay.
It's about emotions in somebody's head when she moves away to another town, but the emotions try and help her deal with it all and stuff like that.
Ah, right, okay.
But it's just, it made me think about that because you get to see the thought process and understand why things work the way they work.
I wouldn't like to see my thought process on building something. It's going to be like one of those tachographs that goes up and down, plus 400, minus 700, plus 45,000. Oh, it'd be hilarious.
Mine would be like a spirograph, I think. See remember the things you used to have as a kid when it was like a little bit of paper you just draw on it? That'd be how the lines would join in my head.
I'm just thinking now, could you imagine like strapping one of the heart rate monitors to me while I'm doing a demo? Or doing a talk where I'm walking about, doing this, doing that? Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Do you know what?
Dublin.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's do some of this with Power BI.
Oh, there we go. That could be our next on the world tour.
Anywho, sorry guys, we're sidelining there and we won't solutionise on this podcast. Just like you don't solutionise in front of a customer.
Yeah, right. Catch you. See ya.
See you later.